Alright, so we're adding our onion and minced garlic. I'm cooking with grapeseed oil on a medium temperature. Here I'm adding my organic ground beef. The goal is to chop it up very finely. Adding some fennel seeds, Italian seasoning, and pink salt. Here I have my meat sauce, so I added the marinara in more of a saucepan with the meat. And I believe it's pronounced, pretty sure it's pronounced bolognese sauce. Italian meat sauce is called bolognese. Bolognese. Not that hard to pronounce, I just have to double check. And yes, I added more seasoning. You season to taste. Here I'm setting up my camera. Alright, so I'm chopping up spinach. Yes, it's going to shrink. However, I'm chopping it up so that I can have a lot of pieces throughout the lasagna. There, I just added a bit of pink salt. And I'm going to cook my spinach with olive oil on a low to medium heat so that all of the water from the spinach will evaporate and we don't get a soggy lasagna. Also for texture. Now it's time to make our bechamel sauce. And it is a Italian white sauce. So in Italy they use bechamel sauce for their lasagna. In America we use ricotta in place of the white sauce, I guess, but the bechamel sauce is so much better. So I just melted butter and oil, mixed it together, let it melt, and then I'm adding my flour. So it's great to use a wooden flat spoon so that you can really break the flour down, because you don't want any little pieces of flour. And I'm cooking it on medium heat. After cooking it for a while, I'm now adding coconut milk actually instead of regular dairy milk. I'm using coconut milk. I like to mix it up. So instead of using regular white flour, I use spelt flour because I'm super aboriginal, I guess. I like to use native grains. But look what happened. I'm not sure if it was because of the coconut milk or the spelt flour, probably both. But it's starting to form not how I want it to. It's supposed to stay nice and silky. So when I was making this sauce, I was kind of just trying my hardest not to panic because I was not gonna let this ruin my dish, my lasagna. So here you see I'm adding more coconut milk, trying to fix it. Not working. It's making it thicker. It's making it clumpier. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Bashe, it's not working. Just stop. I don't know why it smelled it. I think me smelling it made me come up with a great idea, which is to add a bunch of water to it. And you'll see. Oh my gosh, it looks so bad. But come on. Oh, so I'm adding a bunch of water. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, magic. So I just hurried up and went to the faucet literally and added a bunch of water, and here we are. We're back to the sauce. You you probably won't have this problem if you use regular flour or regular milk, but I wanted to be on the more healthier side and more on the native side or indigenous, aboriginal side. So I wanted to use indigenous grains. And it worked out. I just needed way more water than the natural recipe calls for. So I seasoned my bechamel sauce with some black pepper and some salt, and it's looking good. So, an original bechamel sauce, you usually don't add cheese to it, but I wanted to add a little bit of mozzarella. So there you have it. And you just keep cooking it and you keep cooking it. So I cooked it for about 25 minutes. Yeah, so that it can get a bit thick. Now it's time to plate our lasagna. So you start off with the meat, the bolognese sauce. And here I have some organic lasagna noodles. Now you don't have to cook your noodles. Actually, I recommend that you don't. I don't believe that they do in Italy. I think that's just something that people do over here because they don't think that the lasagna is gonna actually cook, but it will, and it won't be soggy. It'll be like the perfect texture. Trust me. It was really good. Okay, so you see I just cut up some pieces to accommodate for the size, and now I'm layering on more bolognese sauce. It was so fun making this. I want to make it again for a lot of people next time. And I couldn't stop eating the meat. It was so good. Okay, and now we're gonna layer on some bechamel sauce. Bechamel. Bechamel. Yes, and in the oven, it's gonna really smooth out actually and spread. So don't worry about covering it entirely. Adding some spinach. And I decided to add a bit of ricotta just because I was like, I want some ricotta. Even though I think this ricotta, it was, it wasn't the ricotta I'm used to. I think it was raw, so it wasn't the texture I was looking for, but it still added great flavor. And of course, a vital ingredient, Italian style, Parmesan. I have here grated Parmesan, or shredded Parmesan actually, but grated will do just as fine. I really like the Whole Foods selection of cheeses. And here I have grated Romano cheese, and I got the last one from Whole Foods, and I was so happy that I was able to get it. They were like, "You actually got the last one." I was like, "Oh, yes." So, Parmigiano, and Romano, these two cheeses are actually very vital to an authentic lasagna. You can substitute for mozzarella or whatever cheese you want, but for that real authentic Italian flavor, you need the Parmigiano and Romano. So try to find it. Whole Foods is pretty good with the cheese selection, so I recommend it. Strongly recommend it. All right, and I added some mozzarella, just something that I wanted to add. And now I'm adding some more noodles and more bolognese sauce, and now I'm on a roll. So I thought I was going to get to add another layer, but I guess not. So I just added the rest of the meat, and it actually turned out to be just enough. All right. Looking good. Now I'm just going to wrap it with some foil. Oh, also, a good thing to do when you're starting to layer your lasagna is to turn on the oven.
So, unfortunately, I have my lasagna with me because I had to drive all the way up to my school to the dorms here at CalArts because my oven isn't working. So I called the leasing office and hopefully they come tomorrow, but like I was literally about to put my lasagna in the oven and it wasn't working, but luckily I have a friend. She's gonna let me use her oven. So I'll see you when I get in. So I got the finished product. I want to put you in it, but you like not. There it is. Yasmin took a piece. I'm so excited to go home and eat this. Thank you, Yasmin, for letting me use my oven. Your oven.
Of course.
OMG. About to go slam. I actually got some chicken wings at home that I'm about to fry with this.
Cardiovascular failure before you reach muscular failure.
You smell that? In that back seat right there? Baby?
What is that?
That is a wrap for cardio. It's time to eat breakfast.
What is it? That cheese.
Lasagna.
Smell like good lasagna.
No, I never made lasagna before. I don't think you know exactly what you're about to be in for.
I like when motherfuckers tell the motherfucker that.
I
You ain't made it before.
don't think
You
you.
saying that for?
I don't think you know what you in for.
The fuck you mean? What you mean?
This shit.
So
is
what
a,
you saying?
This I didn't make no American.
So what you saying?
I didn't make an American version lasagna. No, I did not. I made
I know better.
Italian bolognese.
Oh, hell no.
Italian.
Okay. Italian. That sounds like something from home.
Yes. I ain't make that American bullshit. You gonna see. You smell them cheeses, right? That's premium cheese from Whole Foods. Premium Parmesan, premium Romano, premium ricotta,
Smell good.
premium mozzarella.
That shit smell like.
That ain't your ordinary cheese.
Woo! It's starting to marinate on the nose now. You called out all that.
Yasmin texting me right now about the lasagna. Cause she got a piece.
You said what?
Yasmin got a piece of the lasagna.
You said what?
LOL. Happy Valentine's Day, baby.
Thank you, baby. Say it now.
I put my booty in it.